Hello everyone, this is the Sports Show podcast, and today we're joined with Michael Shields. How are you, mate?
All good, bro. All good.
Brilliant. So, just get straight into it. What got you into fighting whenever you were younger?
Uh, my mum actually worked up in the gym where I train, and it was like I started off by doing pads with Alan McGarry. I was initially doing like all sort of strength work, and then one time he sort of took me on the pads at the end of the session. I really enjoyed it, and then I ended up doing more and more pads throughout like each week. And then he was telling me about the classes he was going to do, and then I started doing a jiu-jitsu class, and then I gradually just started doing more and more and more. And then I ended up just going training full time Monday to Sunday.
Brilliant. And growing up in Belfast as well, there's a lot of GAA clubs, football clubs, boxing even as well. What sort of made you stick with MMA?
I'd actually done it all. I played football, I played Gaelic, I'd boxed around the corner in Emerald. And I never really enjoyed any of it. I'd done it, but I never really enjoyed doing it. And then I started MMA, and that was like just my thing. I just really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
I felt like it really just meant for me to do.
Yeah, and you fought at Cage Conflict 4 at the Fela, Falls Park.
Yeah.
Big stage. How big was that for you in front of...
I was one of the first fights, so there wasn't much people obviously, but even still being able to go on that card was unreal. And the fight before that was about 18 months ago. So I hadn't fought obviously because of lockdown and stuff, and then coming back to fight on such a big show was really good. And then that was almost the fight where I'd got my confidence going. Then it was just fight after fight after fight after fight. It was just getting, and the confidence was growing. So that was one of the best fights I've had yet, definitely.
Yeah, and even better with the win as well.
So good.
Yeah, and then Cage Conflict have had a big part in your career so far. You've participated in a lot of their events. How big have they been for you in terms of your career?
I'm so glad that Liam actually puts on all them shows, because if he hadn't been, I probably wouldn't have actually had the experience I have now. Because Cage Conflict is easily the biggest show in Ireland, like without a doubt, with the crowd and stuff. And then whenever you go and fight in all these smaller shows in Cage Legacy and all the smaller ones down south, it just doesn't even feel the same. And it's like the nerves aren't the same, and you're not like just a crowd. Cage Conflict, it's so much different, and it just builds up you just build up so much experience through fighting on them shows compared to the other ones.
Yeah, and just as you said, they're Liam Shannon up at Fight Academy Ireland. There's so many fighters up there,
so much,
some incredible fighters. What's the secret?
It's just the coaching, and everyone improves so quick. So you miss 1 week and you come back and you've missed out on so much training, and then you've missed maybe a week and you come back and everyone knows all this stuff that you don't know, and then you don't want to miss any more time off. So everyone's just constantly training, constantly improving, whereas that keeps you going as well, because you don't want to fall so far behind.
Yeah.
So it's just the coaching and the fact that everyone's so consistent and going, everyone just improves so quick.
Yeah. And am I right in saying I seen you at Reece McKee's fight, Cage Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cage.
What a night. What
class.
What do you make of? Go ahead.
Do dodgy decisions
I know.
Dodgy ones, but sure, what can you do that?
That's exactly what I was going to say about Matthew Elliott's decision. I think he was robbed, to be fair.
No, so did I. At the time I was watching it, everyone was going, a lot of people had money on him. And everyone was jokingly going, oh, free paints. And then you heard a split decision. You heard someone 29-28. And then the last scorecard, 30-27. Then we were all oh, he's definitely won. There's no way Ryan Shelley's won any round, or all three. And then they called him, and everyone was just in shock. Just insane how someone gave him all 3 rounds. Mad.
Yeah, and then Reece McKee's fight as well. Unbelievable. The
so
atmosphere, just everything in general.
Reece is a dog. Reece is a dog, and it's so good for me to be able to train with someone like him. I do rounds with Reece every Thursday wrestling, and it's so good to be able to train with someone like him. Same as Paul, Joe. It's so good for me to be able to be around them people.
Yeah, and especially with them being, as soon as you said, they're Paul Hughes, Reece McKee now, they're Cage Warriors champions.
Yeah.
Paddy McCory soon. I had him on the podcast earlier on the day, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll see him with a belt around his waist soon.
Definitely, 100%. Paddy's unbelievable. Paddy is so good. There's Paddy right now beats almost every single Cage Warriors middleweight, and he smokes all of them. Like it's mad. He's so good.
Yep. And we'll just go on to your fight there on Saturday, a cage conflict again. Unfortunate loss. But how
Yeah,
much do you want to bounce back from that? Get back in the octagon, just win again.
I just want to get a fight ASAP. We've got a fight lined up. I don't know if it's actually announced yet, but 17th of September in England, and I'd like to get another fight between them just for a bit more confidence given into that one because it's a bigger fight. Like it's against a good guy, so I'd like to get one more fight in between them, and then get that one. So
Yeah.
still got a good fight lined up before the end of the year.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. I was going to say, do you want to fight sooner, or because I know Cage Conflict they have a show in October, but I was going to say, do you want to fight sooner than that, or is that you're going to be?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I'd like to get 5 fights before the end of the year. Like I'm not hurt. I'm fine. I'm back to training tonight. No injuries, no nothing. So why not? I could fight on Saturday if I want to. I'm actually doing a grappling competition this Saturday. I registered to it yesterday just to get back out and just to keep going.
Brilliant. And we'll just go on to the future. The UFC is that your goal?
Definitely, 100%. Within the next 5 years, without a doubt, I think I'll be pro within the next 24 months, and then UFC within the next 5 years.
Yeah, and do you think you'll progress to Cage Warriors before that then? And then make your way then to the UFC?
Well, yeah, I'm not really in any rush now, obviously, but it's just about at my age getting as much experience as I can, just getting all the hard fights. And then once I'm ready, Liam and Pat can make the call for me to go pro, and then just see where it goes from there.
Yep, that's it, Michael. Thank you very much, mate, for coming on. Really appreciate it. See you later. Thank you very much. See you. Cheers.